Yes.
How would you have gone, Chief, in your playing days when you were captain of Hawthorn?
Brilliantly.
When Lance Paccioni or Loney or one of those
Shannon Gibson
stylings,
Greg Madigan
sat you in the middle and gave you some real honest feedback about the way you'd behaved.
Glowing.
How would you have gone with that?
Glowing, Jim.
I want to ask you for a
Would have
third
been glowing,
time, and I want it somewhere near the truth.
Come on, Chief.
How would you have gone with that, Chief?
Jim, we'd all get things said to us. I suspect that we'd go. Initially, you weren't happy with, but when you thought about them in the cold light of day, you probably think
You don't
it's
train
not too
hard
far.
enough?
I always trained hard.
your
Mate.
skin folds are way out of whack.
No, that's not right.
Excuse me for laughing.
Would you have said at some stage, "Who are you?" or do you clean my boots?
See,
Is that the role that you have?
maybe that sort of stuff happens at North.
No, I'm talking about
But
you.
we
Jeff.
have a football environment at our club where it's built on respect.
Now I'm talking about when you
Always
were playing.
has been, mate. Always has been.
Hey, Chris,
How
yeah,
would Dermot have gone with that structure?
Well, he would have been late for it anyway, so it probably wouldn't have mattered.
did you catch up with Spud timekeeping for his daughter's crucial semi-final basketball match? 9 seconds left on the clock. His daughter's team's 1 point up. Ball goes out of play, and Spud just forgets to hit the stop button, and it would just rolled all the way. You caught up with that?
He's Spud sometimes confuses the boundaries of sportsmanship with his will and desire to win.
Yeah, so cheats.
He cheats regularly.
And as I understand it, Gazy was there, and thankfully the great statesman of basketball was there to keep the waters calm, because some boys got nice and ramped up about it, Chief.
Oh, they lost their semi, you know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They reset the clock.
Yeah,
and
lost.
then there was a foul and 2 free throws, which the opposition Sturt team nailed both.
Not only does he cheat, but he cheats openly so that everyone can see him cheating, and he cheats poorly.
He does. Exactly right. And it could only happen to Chief, but all to Spud. Everything happens to Spud, doesn't it?
It does.
Bill's of the opinion, and it's not a bad thought, that there should be a reality TV show around Spud.
Mate, just follow
Well,
him.
you remember, was it Ed TV, the Matthew McConaughey movie, where they just followed him? If you followed Spud around, mate, it'd be hilarious.
It would be.
It'd be hilarious.
Things happen to Spud.
He'd wander around town pretending to do 4 jobs, but doing none of it.
Nothing.
And just,
sit on a stationary bike,
Yeah.
and then into the steam bath, and then into the
On his
jacuzzi, and then
It'd be interesting to see how many phone calls and
walking
texts
out with
he
the collar
sends.
up at 9:45.
Friday night at home, couple of bottles of red, then he thinks I better start texting
That's
people.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Including
Exactly.
blokes I work with abuse. Oh, no doubt about it. Now,
Putting out media releases, telling the media to treat this story with caution rather than actually standing up for your constituents.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so
I'm
nice
out,
joke, Bill.
No, Chief.
No!
Well, actually, before we get to that, we've had an email come through here. This is from Hannah. It's for Billy. Billy, I need your help. My name's Hannah. I'm 16 years old, and every year I bring a great joke to my school music camp. I tell the same joke to every single person on the camp I find, and the reaction to my jokes are much the same as the reactions that you are presented with.
Yes, exactly.
Lots of silence and groaning
You are not funny, Hannah.
whilst I'm cacking myself.
Hannah
But by the
needs
end
a
of the
joke.
camp, everyone tells me to make sure I have another cracker for next year. Bill, I need your help. I leave
Hey,
for camp on Friday.
Before we get to your joke, Bill, did you just hold up the fact that Warner's been stood down for tonight's match?
I did, yeah.
Not
Officially
playing.
stood down.
Officially stood down from
Stood
tonight's
down.
match.
Righto.
So
Well, there you
Is
go.
that official?
build up the ashes going well.
Yeah, righto.
2 jokes here.
Or two.
One for Hannah. Hannah, this is a
She needs
nice,
a nice
clean
clean-
joke.
there you
She
go.
can take on a musical camp. One time at Bangkok.
Musical?
2 baked beans escaped from the Heinz factory.
Oh, please no.
Guess where they ended up, Damo? Cans. Now, that's for Hannah. Now, a young reporter, you'll love this one, Damo, went to a retirement village to interview an aged but legendary explorer. You with me?
An aged.
Yeah. Well,
Please
an old
turn his microphone off.
An old one. The reporter asked the old man to tell him the most frightening experience he ever had, and the old explorer thought about it for a while, and he said, there was this one time I was hunting a Bengal tiger. In the jungles...
A Bengal tiger.
Yeah. Hunting a
Yes.
Bengal tiger
Yes.
in the jungles of India.
Yes, Bill.
I was on a narrow path, and my faithful native gun bearer was behind me, ready to go. Suddenly, the largest tiger I've ever seen in my life leapt into the path in front of us. I turned to get my weapon, only to find my gun bearer had taken off. So he's on his own. The tiger leapt forward and went, roar! Oh, I soiled myself. Under those circumstances, sir, I think anyone would have done the same. No, I just soiled myself then when I went, roar!
Is that it?
Please don't be it. Please no.
There's got to be some more to
Right.
that.
You know I normally try and support you, Bill.
Yeah, you got to get the boss in and address this part of the show.
Come on, Bill.
It's not working.
Bill,
Just, no, he sold himself.
I think you saved the worst ones for when the Chief comes in. And that's saying something.
You ready, Chief?
All right.
Sans plank dua.
Simple pour moi.
Righto, let's go
There
with
it
it.
is.
Sans plank dua. Sans plank dua, wah, 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 wah. Chiefy, come on,
Good luck Friday
Chiefy.
night, Chiefs.
Oh, hang on. Plan Pua. Come on, Chiefy, I'll meet you at the gate. Don't be late. Bring your mate.
What is that?
We'll go for a skate.